I recently spent about 3 hours trying to fix my iPad. The original problem was that 13 gigabytes of data was being taken by other on my iPad. This is a 32 gigabyte iPad Pro running iOS 14.8. So I just went into general settings and erased all contents and settings from there and did factory reset. But to my dismay, there was no way for me to restore my backups from either iCloud or iTunes because my storage was taken up now. Instead of 13 gigabytes, it became 25 gigabytes of other data. So just by factory resetting it now, my other data had ballooned. When I hooked it up to iTunes, it said the complete opposite. It said I had like 23 gigabytes of free storage. So there's some type of mismatch between the two. Finally, I was able to fix the issue by doing an update in recovery mode using iTunes. iTunes put the tablet into recovery mode somehow and then updated to iOS 15.4, which was the 15.4 or 15.4.1, which is the most current version. So it jumped from 14.8 to 15.4. So this might be an issue with iOS 14.8 or something. I don't know. Anyways, it was a long ordeal. It took me 3 hours to fix. On top of that, when it was trying to update to 15.4, it hung and froze and was stuck for like 30 minutes. So I had to do a forced shutdown on it and restart the process. And some people might say just let it go, but it wasn't moving at all. Anyways, so that's my story, and you can watch parts of the videos after this of what I was dealing with. So it took me 3 hours to fix this issue. This is all Apple, I believe. They should really test this stuff, I feel. Or maybe it might have been me, but I doubt it. I haven't done anything crazy with this iPad. It's my wife's iPad. This is my wife's old iPad Pro. And today I'll be factory resetting it because right now 13 gigabytes of data has been storage data has been taken by this thing other. So you can see just system, OS 6 system and other take up almost like 19 of the 32 gigabytes. And so most of her apps are in cloud storage, and you can see over apps it's roughly around 8 gigabytes of apps, but everything else is this other. So I'm going to try to factory reset it. That involves first backing it up. I don't have iCloud storage because I'm cheap. I mean, I do have it, but I don't have enough to back up this 32 gigabyte. So I'm going to go onto iTunes over here. Go onto iTunes and back it up, and then factory reset it. So that's the first step. Plugging it in. Just plugged it in. Ask me to trust. I'm going to trust. Ask me a passcode. So now it's asking me, do I want to allow access on my computer? Sure, why not? Back here. It's all still loading. Still loading. I'm going to cancel on the software update because it won't even be able to update it because there's no storage. That's the crux of it. I can't update because there's no storage. Okay, so let's go over here. Also, I'm checking the iPad and going into the images. It says there's no images, so that's good. Usually I manually back up the images too, but it's all fine and dandy. Just waiting for this thing to finish. So here's my iPad. I'm going to, I had to click over here to get to it. So it says it was backed up to the cloud, but I don't trust it as usual. Go back up here. If I look up here, it's currently backing up. So I'm going to still do 2 backups. I just want to, for safety reasons. So finished backing up. That was pretty quick. Now going back to the iPad, I'm going to go to General. This is I went into Settings. General, scroll down, reset. Let's do erase all contents and settings. I don't know why my wife is using Chinese and Japanese keyboard. I'm just going to continue. Here's now. Put in my passcode. Erase. It keeps on asking me. So I'm going to go finally erase. I put in the password. Got me to this step. I need to put an Apple ID password. And that's it. It's going to erase it. And hopefully it fixes most of my issues and I can finally update the iPad. It was stuck on an older iOS. I'm going to show you. It was stuck on iOS 14.8, but it's now at 15.4.1, so maybe I'll update it to the latest version when I have a chance after it's factory reset. It might fix some issues. It took a while, but it did factory reset, and I'm just going to go through the process of setting it up. Gotta put in the Wi-Fi password. You can see after factory resetting it, it's saying that it has 11 gigabytes free. Bit disappointing that the documents and data and other are taking so much space, but it's better than before, I guess. I'm gonna try to restore the backup in a bit. Don't use passcode. And this is the part where I restore from PC. It's already connected. And then I guess I can try to do this on iTunes, restore backup. If it lets me. It's like it's frozen. Good old Macs. Good old iPads. So I'm going to unplug this and plug it back in. Bear with me. Just unplugged it and plugged it back in. iTunes, unfortunately, is still not responding, so it seems to be frozen on my side. I need to kill this and then reopen it. Hopefully you don't have to experience something like this. I'm going to go to, maybe I can just right click on this, close window. I didn't think it'd work. I'm gonna go to Task Manager and find iTunes, and it's not responding. Right click in Task. Let's go ahead and open iTunes again. iTunes up here. So I can restore from backup, continue. So I'm just doing the instructions. You might have multiple backups, so this drop down, you have to find the right one. And so it's gonna take a while to back up. Hopefully it doesn't mess up everything. It says restore in progress. This is awesome, freaking awesome. So I can't restore because there's not enough free available space. Why is there not enough free available space? So here's my story. I'm trying to fix my iPad because obviously Apple has broken it. There's no storage at all. So I factory reset it, and then I plugged it back in, and I'm trying to do a what do you call it? Restore from backup, and it won't let me. I literally did the backup 20 minutes ago, and this is what I'm getting. I did click continue, and then now it's saying iTunes cannot restore the iPad because there's not enough available space. And this is why I don't like iPads. They're cancel it. I can't. I'm gonna try restoring backup again. So I'm just going to do an iCloud backup, unfortunately. And then I'll have to live with that. So in my case, I couldn't do an iCloud backup because I got that error. Hopefully no one else has this problem. If you do, let me know what your solution was. I don't feel like Googling and spending like 30 minutes to an hour to fix this issue. I'm just gonna factory reset it, and if that's as far as I can get, that's as far as I can get. Again, Apple, you sell these iPads that only have 32 gigabytes of storage, and then you can't even update and restore or whatever. It's very frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. And so that's why you see me post a bunch of videos saying, if you're gonna get an iPad, get one with 64 gigabytes or more. Probably get more. This is just frustrating. So I tried restoring from the PC, but it said there's not storage. So I'm going to try restoring from iCloud backup. So I'm going to go and put my iCloud information and let's see what happens. Put in the password for my iCloud. I'm going to click on next. Terms and conditions. Of course I agree. Work your magic, Apple. Now, I wouldn't be doing this if it would just properly do stuff. And so I'm going to choose the latest backup. Yeah, just choose for me.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like me to use.
No, I don't care about... Oh my gosh, this is... No. Don't share. Let's see if it works. So let's see if it worked. Nope, it's still updating, and there's no estimate of when it'll finish, so just have to wait it out. It's been easily 30-40 minutes. And voila! This said it backed up. So when I reset, it says, cannot restore backup. You know how lame this is? So this is my wife's iPad Pro. I erased all contents and settings to reset it and then tried to restore it. It's failing for the iCloud backup right now. Before this, I already tried the iTunes backup. Restore. Restore didn't work because it said insufficient space. So I'm pretty annoyed, and I'm sure my wife isn't gonna be happy. But this is super lame. Super lame. It's still saying cannot restore backup when I tried a different backup. Won't back up either one. Online backup restore for iPad SUCKS. Okay, that's my review. I can't restore from anything. Do you guys test your stuff, Apple? Do you even test your stuff? It's crazy. After I factory reset and tried to restore, the backup failed. And it's saying it's using 25 gigabytes for the other stuff. This is literally super lame. I can't update the iPad. I can't do anything because of this. There's no way to wipe that out. So I'm gonna erase it one more time. I just factory reset this iPad using general reset, erase all contents and settings, and you know what? If I go to iPad storage, it's showing that it's completely full. This is very frustrating. 23 gigabytes of other. So if anyone has had this problem, please do let me know. This is my last resort now. I'm going to hook it up to iTunes and do a restore. Let's see how that works. So ironically, it's showing 28.8 gigabytes free. But over here, when I go into iPad storage, it's not showing that. So something is wonky on here. So again, when I go into iTunes and it's plugged in, this iPad's showing 29 gigabytes of free space. But on the iPad itself, it's not showing that. So I'm not sure what's going on, but because of that, I can't run updates properly. So again, on my iPad, I factory reset this and went straight to iPad storage, general iPad storage, and you can see that it's saying this much data is storage is being used, and it's all because of this other. But on iTunes, it's showing that it's free. So I'm going to try syncing over here. Let's see. Go back, close, and go to settings. Totally, it's blowing my mind. So, what can I do? This is showing the wrong storage on the iPad or the right storage. This is showing that there's no storage. Over here, it's showing there's plenty of storage, 28 gigabytes free. So, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to update the iPad if I can, if it lets me. Let's see if that fixes the problem. I don't think this is going to work just because the storage is full. I believe the final solution, if there is a solution, is to put it into DFU or recovery mode and do this software update through iTunes. So it just started. It says this right now. But if it's able to restore it, that's great. I just want a working iPad. Right now, it's not working. You can see it's doing that now. And up here, it's saying, was waiting for iPad, now verifying iPad update with Apple. Verifying iPad software. So let's hopefully this works. This is pretty bad. It's been stuck like this for the past 10 minutes. It just says verifying updated iPad software. Doesn't look good at all. I'm going to give this 10 minutes. And then I just have to power this down. This is super ridiculous. It's been 5 minutes. I don't feel like waiting 10 minutes, and it's just stuck here. So, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna power this baby off. If it doesn't power off, I need to press the home button too. So I'm gonna press the home button to shut off. Yeah, of course it didn't update, buddy. You didn't do anything. I just hate this. Oh, yeah, update it, man. Just update this crap. Even though it's saying updating software, it's finally moving after I powered it off and powered it back on. You can see this thing's finally moving. It only took like 5 minutes for it to get to this point, unlike the other one where I had it for like half an hour. So seems to be working now, and it's in iTunes put into recovery mode. It's almost done. It's saying, oh, updating iPad firmware. You can see the status over there. Over here, it's like almost done. And that's the time. I was hoping this would only take me 30 minutes to do. Now it's taking me hours to do. Finished updating to 15.4.1. Let's see over here. Let me go into settings if I can get into settings. So far looking good because available is at 24 gigabytes. And you can see it's fixed now. Let's see though if I can do a restore. It's hooked up and everything. So after using iTunes to update iOS 14.8 to 14.8, I think, to 15.4 through iTunes, it finally fixed the iPad storage bug. So all I did was I did restore iPad or update iPad, and it fixed my problem. But now I'm going to try to restore the backup. That's not right. It probably won't let me do that. So let's see if I can restore the backup. I'm currently trying to restore the iPad after factory resetting it. It took literally a few hours to get this factory reset because it wouldn't factory reset properly. On the iPad, it said there was no storage, but on iTunes, it says there's storage. So now I'm just in the process of trying to restore the backup. So hopefully that works. I think it will. Almost done. 5 seconds. This is the longest 5 seconds I've seen. Gosh, this is so frustrating slow. Finally got this pop-up. It says the settings have been restored. Now it's rebooting. Oh my gosh. Now it's rebooting. We'll see what happens. Still a few hours into this. Finally updated. It says restore is complete. I'll add a passcode. I'll set that up later. Nope, don't want to do that. So it is back. So it was able to restore. Let me go into settings. Let me go into settings. Let me go into settings, and I will go to general iPad storage. So the thing that I'm worried about is storage. It's at 12 gigabytes. That's normal. And then there's no weird, crazy system data that's at 13 gigabytes. Not this time. So I think we're back in action. Hopefully my wife can use the iPad now. So I started this around, I think 10 o'clock. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. It's 1:08. I started trying to factory reset my iPad. And now it was 10 o'clock when I started, so it took me 3 hours. And it's due to the whole iPad storage bug that they have. For some reason, system data or other data was super high. It went from 13 gigabytes all the way up to almost 20 something gigabytes. So I don't know what they're doing. You can see it's still hovering. It's getting even higher, which is very frustrating. So hopefully it doesn't become a problem again. You see it's increasing, might be because of all these apps over here.